welcome y'all to our new channel, the HWHC, the Health is Your Wealth Health Consultant. I'm Mr. B, and if you have this is your first time tuning in, make sure you press that subscribe button and also that like button if you like the information we're going to share today. Today we're going to be talking about water. Now I know a lot of y'all take and drink, different types of water, alkaline water, distilled water, spring water. We've got different types of bottled water. However, we're here to talk about hydrating your cells, getting water down to your cellular level, family. So what we're going to do today, we're going to be talking about a demonstration of hydrogen water and how that, H2O, okay, the hydrogen, two compounds for hydrogen, of course, the oxygen. So what we're going to do, and we're going to show you first of all, we're going to talk about ORP. But what is ORP? Oxidation reduction potential. That means when, the water is supposed to be in the negative versus the positive. And right now we're drinking a lot of water that's in the positive. What do I mean? Well, I'm going to show you in a minute and demonstrate to y'all what do I mean about ORP and how your water should be in the negative, not the positive. Okay? Now, if you have an alkaline machine or osmosis machine, those machines are definitely alkaline machines will definitely give you what's called a negative ORP, in which your body needs in order for the water to penetrate through your cells. Because outside of your cells, you got a positive, okay, what's called an electron, right? You got a little positive thing going around it. Inside of the cell is the negative, okay? So what we want to do, you got to have the negative against the positive to get inside the cell to get to the negative, okay? It's, a little mathematical configurations, a lot of extra jargon. But anyway, we don't get into all that deepness. We're just going to talk about right now the ORP. First of all, we're going to do some demonstration of the different types of water. Now, I have here distilled water, which a lot of people talk about, which you really don't supposed to be drinking on a daily basis because it has no minerals and different things in your body, and it's very oxidating. Next, I have some Berkeley water. It's freshly water that's been through the Berkeley machine and pretty much a clean water, okay? It's not alkaline or anything like that. Next I have over here, we have some Kangen water, okay, some Kangen water. If you're familiar with the Kangen machine, that will have different settings of alkaline water. We're going to deal with this right here, should be like a 9.5 alkalinity of water, okay? However, this water been sitting around for maybe 3 or 4 days. So we're going to see if it still have any type of energy in it. So first of all, let's go back over here to our distilled water. And I'm going to pour a little bit into my little thing here. Don't need a lot, because we're just doing a little test right now, right? Then I'm going to use a little bit of Berkeley water. Once again, we don't need a lot. We're just doing a test. And then, last but least, we're going to have the old Kangen water, alkaline water. Once again, don't need a lot. So I have my little tester here. We're going to shake it all up. And we're going to go for it first, the distilled water. Now, this is to test the pH levels in the water, okay? We want to see if it's alkaline or acid or what. Because if it's acid, that ain't good for our old body there. Alkalinity water, well, that's pretty good because we want to eat that to go in there and flush out the acid. So it got to be, for every 1 part of acid, we need 20 parts of alkalinity. So let's start with the distilled water. Shake it all around. Can y'all see that? That's pretty yellowy, huh? You know what that means? Straight acid, family. Not good for our body. So, if we drink into the distilled water, as you can see, off the rip, it's acid. Okay? Now, let's go for the Berkeley water. This came from the regular tap water, okay, which has been filtered. So let's see what the Berkeley say. Well. Look at here. Can y'all see that one? This is a nice little old blue, family. That means it got alkalinity in it. This is about an 8.5 or 8 or so of alkalinity. Hey, that's good. That's just straight water from the tap that's been filtered and cleaned out. Sounds like a winner to me, family. Now, let's try the old Kangen water. Whoa. And this the type of water you want in your system, because purple itself is called divinity. So look at that pretty water. That's nice and purple. So off the bat, we know that that's about a 9.5 or 10. Like I was telling y'all, it should be in the first place. So there you have it. With that particular demonstration, we have the distilled water, as you can see, is very acid. You see that? And as you can see with the Berkeley water, hey, very surprised coming from the sink, we got some alkalinity going. And as you know, as like I said, came off the old Kangen water, good old alkalinity at 9.5 of 10. Now, our next demonstration that we were going to do with the distilled water, the Berkeley water, and alkaline water, with the Kangen water, is that we're going to see the ORP. Remember, we want it to be in the negative, not the positive, when it's going down into our body, because if it's a negative ORP, oxidative reduction potential, then that's going to help our cells. It's going to help penetrate through our cells and help us be hydrated. Now, just drinking the water, as you can see with the waters that we have here, like the distilled water, the Berkeley water, and the Kangen water, we have certain alkalinity. However, but does it have the ORP that we need to what's called penetrate the cells? Yes, we may have the alkalinity to help flush the cells, maybe, because first it got to penetrate through the cells to help cleanse the cells. So let's do the next demonstration, which is check the ORP of the water. Alright, y'all, we ready now to do the ORP, and we're going to do the hydrogen levels in the water. And the hydrogen level, like I said, is the H2 and the O, okay? So the hydrogen is a small gas molecule, very small, and that's what helps penetrate through our cell. So we're going to see if any of this water have any hydrogen, and we also want, most importantly, we want to see what is the ORP. Now, like I said, if it's in the positive, that means it's oxidating. What is oxidating? Well, you know how you cut an apple in half and you leave it out for maybe 5 minutes and start turning brown? Well, that's called oxidation. And the same thing within our body. When we have stuff that we're putting in there that's oxidated, it's like rusting it out. It's causing what we call mucus or inflammation, stuff of that nature in our body. So, first, we got the distilled water. Then we're going to try our Berkeley water. Once again, don't need a whole lot. This is enough to test. Then we got the old alkalinity water, old Kangen water. Okay, so let's cut. I got my little old meter here. As you can see, got my little meter. Cut that on. And right now, let's check the first one. Let's see what kind of ORPs it have. As you can see, it's in the positives. Going up to about 200, 214, 230s. So it's getting on up there. Okay, 250s. What's going on up there, buddy? My light went off there. Let's see if we can get the light back on. So far it's around 280. Okay, let's check out. Y'all see that? It's about 280 on that. So let's go now to the Berkeley water. Let's see what we got here. Well, that's in the positive. That's all the way up to 300 right now. Okay. So we got the distilled water at 280. We got the Berkeley water around 320 or so. Let's check the last one here. Let's check that old alkaline water, that country water. Here we go. It's starting to, see, we're starting to get into the negatives. Okay, that's the negative ORP I was telling you that we want our water to be in. Okay, of course it's a little low right now, but it's about 92 because, like I said, this water been sitting around at least 3 or 4 days, so it loses some of its energy. Okay, well, it's over 200. Now let's check to see if it has any hydrogen in it. What's the hydrogen levels in it? So we're going to do parts per billion first. We'll start over here with the distilled water. As you can see, 0. Okay? There's no energy, there's nothing to really go in there and penetrate. Let's try the Berkeley. As you can see, it's 0. There's nothing to go in and penetrate our cells. Let's try the old country water, because that came off an alkalinity machine. There you go. See, it's starting to move. So it still got some hydrogen in this. Okay, up to about 200. We'll say about 200 of that. Or parts per billion. Let's go to parts per million right quick. See how many parts per million, and we're going to start with the alkalinity. And you can see them numbers are moving. It's about 180, something like that. Let's move to the next one. Let's move to the old Berkeley. Nothing. 0. Okay, let's try the old distilled water everybody's talking about. That's very acid. As you can see, we've seen 0. So as you can see, it has no hydrogen really in these waters. Okay, the ORPs was in the positives, which ain't good because remember that's oxidating our cells. You know what I'm saying? Oxidating our body. So that means our body's not really getting hydrated on a cellular level. We might have the water quench our thirst. Okay, you know, feel a little bit better, but it's not really hydrating our body on a cellular level. And our cells is what's need the hydration. Okay? So as you see, the distilled water don't have anything. And of course, like I told you, it's very acid. As y'all seen, it was around 6 or 5 point acidity with the yellowness. We had the Berkeley water. As you can see, it didn't have no ORPs. I mean, the ORPs is around 300 and something, which, like I said, that's pretty high of oxidation. And also, it had no hydrogen in it. Then, of course, the old alkalinity machine, country water, that been sitting around 3 or 4 days. Now, it was first off the machine, we probably would have had much higher numbers. But it still did its thing. It went into the negatives, and that's what we want, the negative ORPs. And it went up to like 170 or so. Now, we have something that we're going to show to take and build, to boost these things up. You can get it on off our website. Okay? Our website is HWHC.webley.com. Okay? We have to be hydrated. Okay? And what we're going to do, we're going to pour some of this distilled water. Of course, it ain't going to change anything of its acidity. Okay? It ain't going to alkaline it or nothing. Okay? And we're going to try the old Berkeley water. Okay? As you seen, it didn't have no ORP. It had ORPs, but in the positive. We're going to try to make these in the negative for can go in there and hydrate our cells. Okay? And then because we already had the alkaline water, the conjugate water, but we're just going to boost it up. Give it some extra boost, a little extra energy, so that extra negative ORP, that extra hydrogen that it needs, because it was down to about 100 or so. Okay? So let's get ready to show the demonstration. And you can get this on our website at the HWHC, okay, .webley.com. You can see the website at the bottom of the page. So let's get ready to do this demonstration and show you what I mean. Alright, y'all, let me go ahead and we're going to fill it up for the sake of my battery and everything on the Be Hydrated. We're just going to do like a minute or so. We're going to show you the changing. Okay, y'all ready? We're going to start off with the ORPs in it. Well, let's start off with the hydrogen. For sure y'all are not tricking. As you can see, it's at what? It's at that old 0, right? Okay, let's cut the old machine on. Be Hydrated. And let's see what happens within a minute. This is the distilled water. Remember, it's not going to make, see how it's starting to go up? Now we're starting to have some numbers go in, huh? It's all up to 1,000 parts per million. Let's get the light on it. So it made it all the way up to 1,400. Let's check the ORPs right quick. Remember, that was in the positive, right? Let's check it out now. Starting to go into the negative. See how it's negative 400. Negative going to 700. So it's starting to give it some energy. It's starting to give you what you need for your body. Okay, for it can hydrate your body and hydrate them cells. Okay, that's a demonstration. You can see they got up to about 700. So now let's go to the next one, the Berkeley. Okay, now we're going to try the old Berkeley water. As you know, that was at around 300 or so. So let's see what we have here. We're going to start out with the ORPs this time. Give it a couple seconds. It takes about 3 minutes to make your water. Okay, and it automatically shuts off. But like I said, for the sake of this video, we're trying to show y'all the demonstration. So let's try the ORPs. It's at 300. Now look at it. It's starting to go up to 700. Okay. So we're getting about 700, almost 800, about 750 of ORP looking good. Let's try that hydrogen now. I meant to do that on the other one. Look at the hydrogen levels. It's going on up now, 1,500. Oh, almost 16 ways, about 1,500 there. We done made the hydrogen levels in it. This is parts per billion. Let's try the parts per billion. Now it's about ready for drinking. You feel me? It's up to 1,500. So it gives us roughly about 1,600 parts per million of hydrogen. As you can see, at first it was at 0, family. And let's try one more time that ORP. Let's see where it's at now. Oh man, it's all the way up to 800 right now. Remember, it was at positive 300. Now we're up to the negative 700, 790, about 800 in the ORP. Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and let this one go on out. And we're going to drink that one. This is the Berkeley water. As we know, the witch cow is a little acidy, the distilled water. So we wasn't too fond about wanting to consume that into our body, right? Even though we brought up the ORPs, even though we brought up the hydrogen levels in it, we're not too fond about drinking it on down because of the acidity. So we can go ahead and make this on out, and we're going to see how long it's going to last while we do our final demonstration here. Okay, now we're going to do our last release, conjugate water. Let's see where that was at once again. Oops. Before we even get started, let's check them hydrogen level that was all in it before I put anything in it. Okay, 26, 18. Remember, it's kind of low right now. Parts per million. This is kind of old. Like I said, conjugated water been sitting around, but yet it still has some hydrogen levels in it. As you can see, the levels, the numbers moving, right? Zoom in on numbers real good. And let's check them ORPs. You see where they at before I get started. We're trying to get it dehydrated, okay? For we generate some extra hydrogen and stuff in it. As you can see, it's at the negative 30, but it's at the negative, then that's what we need is that negativity. In this case, of course, we don't want negativity in our life, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, so let's get ready to pump up the water. Like I said, it shouldn't take nothing but a minute. And at the same time, we still got our Berkeley water that we just did. We're going to see how long and see if it's still in the negatives and see what kind of hydrogen levels is it at, 5 or 10 minutes later. We really want to try to consume our water as soon as we get it. So let's look at it now. Let's look at the ORPs and the conjugated water now. Let's get that light back on for y'all can see what's going on. I want to put it. Check the ORPs. There you go. It's boosting it on up. Matter of fact, it's at 900 now. Remember, it already had some ORPs in it, so this really boosted it on up. Get a little extra kick to it. Let's check them more. Let's check the hydrogen levels, parts per billion first. Remember, we had a little bit, it was down 20 or 30. Now look at it. It's all the way up to 1800. Boosting on up. Okay, that means it's going to go in there and hydrate them cells, get the body right. More than just quench your thirst. It's going to hydrate your body. Let's check the parts per million in it. Okay. It looks like it's up to 1800, 1900. And that's, like I said, within 3 minutes, you can have this water made. You can go to our website and get you one right now at HWHC.webley.com and get you a dehydrated machine. Now, while it's bubbling, let's go look at let's go back over here to the Berkeley water that we did earlier. Okay, let's see if it still has any ORPs. Here we go. It's still kicking in with the ORPs. About 5 or 10 minutes later there, family. So that means, hey, we got some good, it's still around 4 or 5. We got something to go ahead and kick into them cells. Let's see if it still got some hydrogen in it. Okay? Let's check the hydrogen levels in it. Look at that. We now got some hydrogen in that Berkeley water. Remember, that Berkeley water is already a little alkaline, so we ready to drink that. It's alkaline, and it now got some, look at that, all the way up to 1,000, look like 900, 1,000 parts per billion of hydrogen in it. So I hope y'all like this demonstration that I just showed y'all, and make sure y'all go get one of our machines. We want you to go to our website right now and make sure you get you a dehydrated bottle to make sure your body is getting hydrated. We want you to more than just quench your thirst. We want you to be hydrated, family. As you can see from our demonstrations, the different things, the ORPs, the hydrogen levels that you really need in your body to go in there and flush out your cells, flush out that waste that we need to get out of our body, okay? For our body can now start accepting nutrients and other things within our body. Because right now, we might be just getting 10 to 20% of nutrients acceptance and stuff like that because the water and the stuff is not really going into the cellular level, okay? Then you can also go to like Walmart and stuff. They got these HWHC, these infused hydrogen things here, about 11 ounces or so. It says improve athletic performance and reduce inflammation from exercise and deliver powerful antioxidants. Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention about the dehydrated and about us raising the hydrogen levels in our water and the making sure the ORPs are in the negative, is that the hydrogen levels, when they highlight that, it's like having a lot fruits and vegetables, and it's very antioxidant for our body, okay, versus oxidizing our body, okay. Now, like I said, I'm not trying to promote these folks. I'm just saying this is about, what, 11 ounces or so. It may cost you 2 or 3, and you need about 5 bottles or more of hydrogen water to really go in there and make that body like, you know what I'm saying? And you get some proper hydrogen and antioxidants and stuff for your body. Now, you just really go ahead and get you, like I said, go to our website. Make sure you get the Be Hydrated hydrogen maker generator, you know what I'm saying, at the HWHC.weebly.com. And this is about 14 ounces, and you can make you some every day, and you know it's fresh, and you know that you're getting at least 16 or 1500 or at least 800 hydrogen parts per billion. And you also know that your ORPs is going to be in the negatives of 200 or 300, okay? There's no ifs, ands, or buts, as I just showed y'all the demonstration, even after it's been set around 5 or 10 minutes later, okay? Make sure you get hydrated out here, and make sure you get one of our bottles and go to our website. We want to make sure y'all stay hydrated out here, so make sure you go get one of our bottles, Be Hydrated bottles, at the HWHC.weebly.com. And make sure I hydrate ourselves, get them antioxidants and stuff that we need, and make sure we take it, reduce a lot of inflammation in our body, family, by flushing out our cells. Because we want to hydrate more than, we want to make sure we hydrate ourselves versus just quenching our thirst. Hope y'all like the demonstrations and stuff that we did right here on the HWHC channel. We got more stuff to come about your health is your wealth. And hopefully, you know, maybe you have interviews and stuff from other well-known people who can help us better our health. So stay tuned for more. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you like the information we just shared today, make sure you throw that thumbs up. You know, press the thumbs up for getting to them algorithms. And most importantly, go to our website, see what we have to offer. I also do assessments. We do the tele assessments as well. If we have to zoom you in and do it that way live, and we can take and maybe do some assessments over the phone. Okay? And do consultants, some health consulting. So just call us up, and we thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time, health is your wealth, and stay healthy out there, family. One love, and hydrate yourself.